listening to Femme Regard Podcast with Tessa Markle
and Carolina Alvarez.
Femme. Welcome back again, listeners. So today we have a guest for you to talk more about film festivals. Hopefully he can give you the down low on all the benefits and good parts of film festivals, because we were hating a little bit of just a little bit. But today we have Chris Kapcia, who is an actor, writer, director, and producer. He's currently been in the film festival circuit with his film Plunder, which he wrote, directed, and starred in, correct?
As well as edited and originally did the music for.
Yes, all the hyphenates today. All the hyphenates. Wonderful. We're excited to talk about that experience you had. But first, we're going to start off with some tea. So today, we are being extra caffeinated, and we have Herbal Pioneer's Orange Blossom Green Tea.
Ooh, I like it.
Is it good? Because it's usually, I feel like, more mellow in taste, and then that weird tang you get from green tea. Does everyone know what I'm talking about?
A little bit, yeah. I think this is the perfect day to drink some tea.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of honey in mine.
Rainy days in LA.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I want some honey in here. How was your week, Chris?
My week was pretty good. Wished I worked a little bit more.
Fair enough.
make some of that money to pay some bills.
But you had an audition this week, right?
Oh, yes, I did. I was
tell us about
over
that.
at CBS for, if I can say the show, Jane the Virgin. Just for a co-star.
Very nice.
But casting over there was very nice, and it was a pretty quick but very fun audition. So it was a cool experience.
Awesome.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks. We'll
we
see
love
how
to
it
hear.
turns out.
Yes, please keep us updated.
Yeah.
We'll let our listeners know too.
Tune in.
Tune in. So we always like to play a little game with our tea. And
All right.
yes. And so essentially, we're each going to take a turn. You have a phrase card and then an accent card that you will draw. And basically, you have to say the phrase with the accent that you
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
But sometimes
Yes.
the
This is so much
accent is
fun.
like a character or an emotion. Like, it's not always an accent necessarily, but like, yeah, it's some
Okay.
kind
and
of
then
vibe
we
that
have
you
to
gotta say
guess
it.
what accent or thing, because sometimes they throw us one and we're like, okay, that was not an accent, but
Okay.
we have to guess what it was. So will you go first?
Yes. So do I draw a white or a yellow?
You both.
So one of your white cards, and then
Okay.
you'll grab a yellow card.
Grabbing a yellow. Oh, I'm already stressing out.
It's okay, you have some tea.
Ooh. Okay. Does the tea have any alcohol in it? So I say this as
Yes,
that.
as
this.
that.
Ooh, this is. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Ariel, Cinderella, and Pocahontas. Who would you fuck, marry, or kill?
I love it. Is it Russian?
No, French.
Well, it's more.
it's both.
It's more. It's more of a
More of a character. or
character.
something?
If it were Russian, I would have pushed it a little bit more. But this is more of a
Like a
dark. Do I give hints?
I don't know.
Should I?
Is it like a mob boss or like a
It's like a
spy?
I don't want to give it. I mean,
Stuck
should I
on
do
Russian now.
Wait, is it like a cartoon? You kind of sound like this, you kind of sound like Pepe Le Pew, but like, but
more of a
not,
darker character than
but
that.
darker. Okay.
Should I do it one more
Yes,
time?
do it one more time.
Bah, Ariel, Cinderella, and Pocahontas. Who would you fuck, marry, or kill?
What's his name from Sesame Street? The Count. Is that what it is?
Well, you're close.
Dracula.
You're so close.
Okay, so it is more
I
Russian.
don't like.
Okay, I hear it.
Don't like the light.
Vampire.
Yes.
Dracula.
Oh,
Vampire.
Vampire. Yeah.
I think Dracula should have counted.
Seriously.
So wait, I mean, who would you fuck, marry, kill? Like, we need to have this conversation now that the saying came up.
Let's see. Ariel, Cinderella, Pocahontas. Oh man, I'd probably fuck Pocahontas.
Fair. Good play.
Kill Ariel and marry Cinderella.
I think that's, I mean, Cinderella, let's be honest, she's going to be the perfect housewife. Like, come on. And I mean, Ariel, like, what do you do with that fin? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I love water, but I mean, not as much to marry it for life.
Exactly.
That's true.
Do you want to go next, Carolina?
I will go next. You want to?
This game is fun.
I know, right? It's a good one.
Okay, I guess I will take the top accent card.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, ew. Okay, sorry.
I don't
want to give away.
I like how we get so introspective.
It's so hot out here. I have alligators patrolling my swamp ass.
Farting?
Is this a person?
I heard it close.
Pooping.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You got that one real quick.
I heard it go at one point real quiet, so.
For a second, it sounded like constipation, just a little bit.
Just a little. I didn't know how easy of a morning.
Fair enough.
This person was having.
It could go either way, right?
We've all been there.
All right.
Not enough coffee.
Okay, this one's pretty simple. Anyone that says I can't multitask doesn't know that I pee in the shower.
That was beautiful.
Julie
Tessa.
Andrews?
That's so more specific than it actually is.
Cinderella? No.
It's
musical.
way more vague. Even more vague.
Sing-song.
Sing.
Sing-song.
Oh, sing. Okay.
It was just saying.
That was beautiful.
I mean,
You actually have a pretty good sing. Do you sing?
thank you. I do sing and I pee in the shower. I mean, it's all true.
But here's the real question that I think we want to know is, do you do it at the same time?
Ooh. I mean, I don't go into the shower just to pee. So yeah, I mean, I'm like in there showering.
Okay. I didn't know if it changed the resonance
I didn't know.
how it makes
peeing
you
and
sound.
singing at the same time.
Yes, that's what we were asking.
I'm sure it's happened.
For some, it's like chewing gum and then walking. For others, like Tessa, it's peeing and singing in the shower at the same time.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
No judgment.
I learned
Okay.
something
I'm
new
up again.
today.
Oh, here. Will you give him that?
Oh, yes, I will. I will.
Hopefully, I'll get a really, really fun one.
I really, really hope you do too.
Okay. Oh, this is so complicated while sitting down. Should I? Is this even possible to do? Okay.
Is it?
It's so physical.
It is very
It's
physical.
extremely physical.
I mean,
Okay,
feel free
well,
to
do it and we'll describe to the listeners what we're seeing you do.
Okay.
He raises his left hand.
I was going. Let me just read this now. Okay. I like to hide in the sand at nude beaches until I give my position.
It's like an interpretive
Away.
dance.
Whoa. You got it.
All right.
Goodness.
That was really
You
good.
know, it was really beautiful.
It was really
I think Chris is a
fluid.
ballerina in another life.
I think I pulled a muscle, but I cannot believe you got that. That's good job.
You did it so well, but you did it so
Teamwork.
well.
Teamwork
Right.
and tea.
Exactly.
Tea. Cheers. All right. Please not get something like pooping again. What? What? Oh, okay.
Be confident.
You got this.
I want to tickle you, but you're so fast.
Is it a sheep?
Bob Black
Related
Sheep.
ish.
A goat? A lamb?
Yes, I was going for goat.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how to like make the animal noise.
Did you guys know I can do a really good goat sound, actually?
Good
for it.
segue.
That was really good,
Right?
Yeah, that was good.
2 thumbs up.
Yes,
4 stars on Yelp. All right. One more round.
Yelp.
Yelp.
Yelp. Oh, I guess I could have added some words.
Okay. I have a master's degree in social work, which is proof that I know how to waste money.
Millennial.
Similar.
Valley Girl.
Yes.
Oh.
She had that like hedge head motion with it.
Right. And I have a degree in psychology, which I haven't used since college. So same thing.
Oh, do you?
These things are very, I feel attacked.
I've known Tessa now for like 3 years, and she sings and plays in the shower.
Reading your mind this entire time.
Psychology. Yeah, well, I study behavior, so whatever
Where'd
that
you go to
means.
school?
I went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts for 3
You guys
years.
are alumnus.
Kind of, not
the
really.
East Coast.
He's ADA. I'm American Musical Dramatic Arts
Oh, you're
Academy.
the AMDA,
I'm the AMDA. You're the ADA.
the non-singing it's conservatory.
No, the very singing.
Well, me, I'm saying the non-singing.
Yes, okay, I gotcha.
But you are the very
singing.
singing. Right. We
Very
did sing, but it
sing-song.
was more of like
All over campus.
vocal production.
You knew you were
Okay.
around the campus when you hear like kids on the sidewalk.
And I was just in the shower.
But high five. Was it in New York?
I did the 2-year conservatory in New York, and then I finished my BFA here.
Wow.
So that's what brought me out here.
What years?
2012 to 2015.
Oh, nice. I was still there. Yeah, I moved to LA
Not
January
15,
of
like
2015.
Nice.
I don't even remember.
What is today?
What? I seriously thought this week was going to end in March. Like, I thought March was the next month. Like, totally skipped February on my radar.
I mean, January
easy
kind
to
of flew
do.
by.
Yeah.
I did. It was insane. But shall we get into the film festival?
Yeah. So, Chris, how many
Absolutely.
festivals have you been to recently? I mean, I feel like it's been quite a.
It has been quite a few. Yes, I mean with my film Plunder, it has miraculously gotten into I think 6 or 7 film festivals. And originally I was just thank you.
Yeah,
Originally I
that's
just
really
wanted
awesome.
to kind of get in, get out really quickly, do 2 or 3, and maybe get into 1, maybe 2. But I think it's
That
been,
was like your mindset goals, like when you were
Yes.
first entering the circuit. And did you, since this was your baby, what would you say this film was to you?
Yeah, this was not so much as a passion project, but it is my first writing directorial debut. I made a few short films with a buddy of mine on the East Coast, but only sort of cut those together and then started them. And it's funny that it worked out this way. I mean, I work with an organization or company called Some Assembly Required, and they chose me to just write something, and I picked an idea out of a hat. And it was a huge challenge only because I didn't want to initially direct. I was just going to write and then act in it, and then not even edit it. And it just sort of worked out that way. And I'm very happy with the festival circuit thus far. And I'm waiting on, I think, 2 more
Nice.
notifications coming up in, I think, March, and then later on in the year in September as well.
Awesome. How did you choose which festivals you were going to submit to? Did you have a process? We're wondering, because that's what we kind of talked about beforehand.
It's a really good question, and I was sort of going into this blind only because I had spoken to a few friends of mine that had already been in the festival circuit, but I mainly used Film Freeway. There is Without a Box that I
Right.
used a couple different times, which I just recently read that they're kind of phasing themselves out.
Oh,
I read that literally just this morning.
I like Film Freeway more.
Yeah, same.
Film Freeway is great. And it's just an easier platform, and I just kind of, within talking to people and doing kind of a lot of research, I just said, well, I'll submit to maybe 2 festivals that are within 2, 3, 4 years of becoming a festival. And then I did Rain Dance, which was a really, really, really long shot. And I just figured it might be a good idea if I do get in.
Yeah.
But I figured I wouldn't, but you never know. And I just sort of started from there. And it truly is about networking. And there's a lot of festival directors and producers that have sister festivals. And
Right.
while being on the festival circuit and networking, that's kind of what it's all about, just getting to know those sister festivals and kind of taking it from there.
Because do you find then you can easily get into another one if you were, when you say knowing the sister festivals?
Honestly, I hate to say this, but
Say it.
knowing them a little bit and building the rapport, and not just to get into the next festival, but building the rapport in a business sense is the essential ideal. But I think it gives you a better opportunity because they do know you and they know your work and your work ethic. And if you support their festival and, bring some friends, they do appreciate that. And so, I did Silicon Beach, and Peter Green is the festival, I don't like co-director, I believe, or festival producer. And they also do Marina Del Rey, which I wasn't a part of, but a friend of mine was. And then also Culver City and Silicon and Culver, they both gave Plunder awards.
Nice.
So I got best sound design for Culver City and best thriller short for Silicon Beach. So the fact that Plunder has a couple awards under its belt is just bonus.
Yeah.
Do you find like what is the best part about festivals? Like, is it meeting other people and networking there? Is it getting the laurels for your film? Is it like publicity for your film? What do you like most about it?
For me personally, laurels kind of come last. Laurels are bonus, and I do promote it obviously because I am very proud of it. But for me personally, the best part of attending festivals is networking, but also seeing what work other people are doing out there. And, for short films and even features, there's some really, really innovative artists out there. And those are the ones that you want to continue to work with, just because if they have great ideas and, you have great ideas, and you just combine the two and just up the level of the next, festival circuit season.
Yeah.
So meeting a bunch of people, a bunch of talented people, and asking them questions and them giving you answers and trial and error. And this is my experience, and how was your experience? And I was in San Jose Film Festival for another film I just star in called Weltschmerz. I play a German soldier, and it premiered up in San Jose International Short Film Festival. And I was there for 5 days and watched probably over 68 short films. And a lot of them were amazing, great production value. And it was overall a great experience up there.
That's amazing.
68. Were they all the shorts? What minute range would you say they were? I mean, you saw 68.
Anywhere, their niche, which is also another kind of great thing to know for them specifically, is between 5 and 7 minutes.
Okay.
And another thing that I've learned, even your film could be spectacular, fantastic, amazing, but if they cannot fit it in the time slot, that has a lot to do with trying to be accepted. And that's something that I've learned over the past, I think, year and a half since I've been pushing Plunder.
How long was Plunder?
Yeah.
6 minutes, 41 seconds.
Okay.
So it was kind of right in that sweet spot. And then Weltschmerz was a little longer at 17, I think like 17 and a half minutes. And he had to cut it down from, I think, 20. So it's very specifically important for a festival run that it's not too long.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's great to hear someone who's seen the 68 like different films, of knowing like the type of, and it is different per film festival that you go to. Some of them might like it a little longer, not super short, but you don't know until you do your research.
You really don't. And I think I've been a part of some amazing festivals. They're still on the smaller scale, and I know Sundance is currently happening, and we all wish we were there and freezing our asses off. But inevitably, there's some really great films that are going to be produced over there, and even Rain Dance, which I hear is the new Sundance, where they're giving indie artists opportunities, and there are fewer celebrities that are producing their own films.
Is that the one in Park City too?
That's in London.
London. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't F that up. Like,
No, you
I
got it
kept
right.
saying Slam Dance is the one that's also in Park City,
there's also Slam
which
Dance,
is what we were talking about, kind of, finding ways to market yourself there so you can bring people who are going to
the big festivals.
festivals and to yours. Oh, wow. That's cool, though.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of kind of learning and building up a nice network and surrounding yourself with people that have like-minded sort of people who aren't all about Hollywood and really are about the work, just because that's why I moved to LA.
Is.
I mean, I'm not fond of Hollywood and never really have been. And, we all have to play the game to a point. But what keeps me here, what keeps me going is the actual work, being in class continually and doing scene work or doing monologues or watching movies. I mean, I'm obsessed with watching something. I mean, something once a day, a movie once a day or something, just because now that I'm, a filmmaker, I look at everything.
Yeah.
And I started with
it's hard not
just
to
acting.
now, right?
Yeah. Right. It's a good burden to have, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first it was just watching acting, and now it's lighting, cinematography, and even sound. And I think I'm a much better judge of separating the good films from the bad, and then the future ones that I will hopefully make will be a bit better than, let's say, Plunder.
Well, hey, the hard work pays off, because I got to see Plunder and I really enjoyed it. Is there somewhere our listeners can watch it, or is it offline right now because of the festivals? How does that work?
It's currently offline, and I will probably release, because I have some new music attached to it. I have John Robert Wood, who's an Emmy-nominated composer, offered to do it, and he does such an amazing job.
Oh
and
my
I'll
God.
release it back online. And just to do a quick plug for me before we run out of time.
Yes, absolutely.
I have my website, so it's www.chriskapcia.com.
Can you spell that?
Yes, last name Kapcia. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm Chris_Kapcia. And I'm trying to remember if there was one other thing. Oh, and then I've got Weltschmerz, the period piece movie that will be wrapped a little over 2 years ago, but that'll be hopefully coming out publicly very, very, very soon, because I'm very excited to show everyone other than
I'm
my
excited
family.
to watch it.
It's a doozy.
I'm excited. And you'll be doing shout outs on your Instagram on where and when to see that.
Oh yeah, I'll be
Comes out,
bugging
right?
the crap out of people.
Wonderful.
For sure.
Awesome.
I definitely want to see it. And I want to see Plunder when you re-release it, because I didn't get to see it. I was trying
Well, I can send you guys a personal link.
Oh my goodness.
Pays to know.
Of course.
Please. I want to see it.
Of course,
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that was beneficial. You guys learned something and had fun with us when we played our game and sipped our tea. And thank you, Chris, for coming
Thank
in
you.
and hanging out with us today.
Such a pleasure to be here, ladies. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening to Femme Regard Podcast. If you like what you hear, tune in next time for more tips on the filmmaking business and insightful conversations with industry professionals over tea.
We can only grow with your support, so please subscribe, share, rate, and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. If you leave us a great comment, we might give you a shout out on the show. For more on us, check us out at femregard.com.